Do you want to know why I love when the markets are down? When the real estate market is sucking air, it is really the best time for you. My name is Chris Stafford, 30-plus year listing agent, the founder of the Listing Collective, where I coach some of the top agents in the country. And I have to tell you, after 30-plus years selling real estate in San Francisco, I have seen it all. And I have made more money when the markets are down than most other people. And I'll tell you why and how you can really take advantage of down markets. I was just on the phone yesterday with one of my coaching clients, and she was lamenting the fact that the market's down, there's not a lot of sales, inventories that are really low, and she was just, sort of whining, quite honestly, about the fact that, it's hard for her to get listings. And then I asked her, what are you doing? And she's feeling really sort of on the pity pot. And so she wasn't really doing much. She wasn't marketing. She wasn't prospecting. And so I basically told her to snap out of it and get off the pity pot and start taking action. This is the reason, and this is the perfect time. If your market is in the dumps, your inventory's low, you're having a hard time filling up your listing pipeline, this is the perfect time for you to act. I remember when I was in the recession in 2008, and so I've been selling real estate, for about 15 years at that point, I think, something like that. And I remember thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I talked to a lot of people, and I ended up becoming the REO king because I knew some people that worked at Countrywide, Bank of America, and I was able to get some ins, and I made a ton of money off of REOs. Yes, I put my thinking cap on, and I figured, okay, how can I take advantage of this situation? And this is what you need to do. You have to be constantly asking yourself, how can I take advantage of this situation? During the pandemic in 2020 and in 2021, I made the most money in my real estate career that I ever have in those 2 years. The most money. It was just crazy. Because I remember I had just come back from we had just purchased the condo here in Panama, and I had just come back to San Francisco, and I was like, oh my God, number one, I'm never going to be able to go to Panama again. And we didn't. We didn't go back for like a year and a half. But number two, what am I going to do for business? Put my thinking cap on. And we ended up, once we could start showing properties again, it was like people just came out of the woodwork based on the marketing that we were doing at the time. So I made the most money ever during a frickin' pandemic in 2020 and 2021. And what did I use? I used the Triple M approach, the micro momentum marketing strategy, to really double down on my marketing efforts. Here's the reason why it can be really cool to actually make money during a down market. Number one, you have sellers that are really motivated. When people are in a down market, they're really coming out of the woodworks, and they're going to move, and they're moving for a very good reason. And so you have to take advantage of that. Number two, when the market goes down, the best part about it that I love is so many real estate agents get out of real estate. They quit because they don't know what to do, they don't know how to do it, and they're just burning money or not making any money, and so they leave the field. So there's less competition for you. So I love it in a down market because there's usually a lot fewer real estate agents, and there's some huge stats with the California Association of Realtors and the National Association of Realtors that'll prove my point. A lot of realtors just bail, jump ship when the market goes down. So you have less competition. And then finally, buyers become really goofy, especially during a down market. They can be just like wasting your time. You feel like a tour guide, driving buyers around. They're not very serious, and or they're going to try to like lowball and submit all these lowball offers because all their friends are telling them that the market's down and blah, blah, blah. You don't want to deal with buyers. Stop with the buyers. I mean, what I do personally is I don't work with buyers. I never really have worked with buyers. Get yourself a good buyer's agent. But regardless, all this combined means that you need to double down your efforts in a down market because you can make a lot of money. Use the micro momentum marketing system that we use in the Listing Collective. It's all about taking baby steps, people. Take small little steps every single day to really master at least 3 marketing strategies. That's what you want to do. You want to have 3 marketing strategies that are bringing you listings. 3 different streams of listings, if you will. And because that way you don't have a concentration of risk, as we used to say when I was a CPA at Coopers and Lybrand, now PricewaterhouseCoopers. You don't want a concentration of risk with just your SOI or just expireds or just out-of-area owners or just probates, because if one falls in a hole and you don't get any listings from it, at least you have other sources of income. So use the Triple M approach, the micro momentum marketing approach, double down on your efforts, and I'm telling you, you can make a ton of money regardless of what the market says. I never paid attention to politics. I never paid attention to interest rates. I never paid attention to the economy or the news or any of the other stuff that's going on in the world, because it's just really going to affect your mindset, and you don't want to do that. Nose down, tail up, people. Even in a terrible, terrible market, you can do really well and make a ton of money. Hit the link down below and jump on a phone call with me, and I can talk more detailed about how this can apply to your particular situation so that we can 2, 5, or 10x your listing business right now.